Chapter 6401. Any discovery? Charlie was delighted when he heard this and asked her quickly. Did Inspector Lee tell you what the discovery was? Have you confirmed that a new Death Squad base has been found? Yes. Maria nodded and said. Inspector Lee said that AI has locked onto a phosphate mine in Morocco. And said that after you return, we will discuss the details with you in person. Charlie thought for a moment and asked her. If I remember correctly, Morocco should be an African country, right? Yes, young master, Maria said. Morocco is in the northwest of Africa, across the sea from the Iberian Peninsula where Spain and Portugal are located. This country is rich in phosphate, accounting for about 70% of the world's reserves. Charlie nodded slightly and said, since this country is rich in phosphate, there should be many phosphate mines in the country. The Warrior's Den will station its Death Squad there, which is relatively hidden. It seems that it is almost certain. Maria asked him, young master, since it is a serious matter, let's hurry back now. Charlie said, don't worry, don't you still want to see the Aurora? I also want to see if there will be any other changes in the Aurora tonight. If there is no other abnormality, let's drive back overnight. Maria nodded slightly. I will listen to your arrangements. Before it got dark, Charlie and Maria drove out together and had a simple meal. After returning, he couldn't wait to continue meditating and practicing spiritual energy with hand seals. After continuous practice last night, he was already very familiar with this set of hand seals, and he was able to operate it with ease. After a few hours, the spiritual energy in his body had increased significantly, which made him more confident in this set of hand seals. He continued to meditate and practice until night. When the Aurora appeared again, Charlie and Maria went out together, walked over a hill, and came to the place closest to the Aurora. The two stood under the Aurora for a long time. The Aurora in the sky swayed slowly like waves. But the strange scene yesterday did not happen again. After waiting for a long time without seeing anything unusual, Charlie said to Maria, Miss Lin, I guess this Aurora won't give me any new clues. Let's pack up and go back to Oslo. Okay. Maria agreed and said, young master, let me drive on the way back. While I drive, you can concentrate on meditating and practicing in the car. Charlie asked hurriedly. It's a few hours' drive. Can you do it? No problem. Maria smiled and said, although my physical fitness is not as strong as that of a cultivator, it is definitely not comparable to that of ordinary people. Driving for more than 10 hours in a row is no problem for me. You can rest assured, young master. Charlie thought so too, so he nodded and said, okay, then Miss Lin, please drive this long distance. He is now like a loser who has just mastered the way to make a fortune. Seeing that he has finally found a track to make money, he can't wait to run on this track without stopping for a moment. What's more, Maria is not an ordinary girl. She has lived for 300 or 400 years and can even fly a helicopter. So a long-distance trip is not a problem for her. So, on the way back, she was responsible for driving, and Charlie sat in the back seat to continue practicing. When the two were about to arrive at Oslo, the overall spiritual energy in Charlie's body had increased by nearly 20%.